Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a Doom, like, Demons from Doom invading other universes thing. Now, you've probably seen other YouTubers do videos similar to this. I know I have. They're kind of I really like these type of videos, alright? Because with the Doom Demons, there's just so much potential you could do. So I want to throw my hat into the ring, as some would say. That's the right term, right? I don't know. I'm not used to your human languages, you filthy humans. All right, let's start with me explaining the rules of this challenge. The rules are, so basically each universe, we're gonna be going about what universe, like, you know, what is, like, how big the universe is and everything. So basically, like, the rules are, hey, in this universe, some idiots fucking summon the demons from Doom, and now the demons from Doom are invading their universes. And the goal for the universes is, how long can they survive? And if they can survive, like, how long would they survive? Like, could they survive a day, a month, a year, 100 years? How long could they survive against the Doom demons? Or, you know, everything. Alright, so let me first get into the demons from Doom. Let's talk about them first. Alright, so the Demons of Doom. Oh, how to explain them? Oh my god, that's gonna be a nightmare. Alright, so there's 4 classifications for the demons. There's technically more than that, but there's like 4 main ones that are actually, you know, useful in combat. There's the fodder, heavy, super heavy, and bosses. You know, they all range from differences and everything. You know, you can tell by the names and stuff, alright? So, oh god, how do I explain the lore of the Doom Demons? Oh, okay. So a long time ago, there was this guy named Davith. And Davith was not your ordinary guy. He was technically a god. I don't know if there's no official name for him, or like what he actually is. He was a god, alright? And this guy, he was just born out of nowhere, and then as he started to walk, universes were created with every step he made. And then one day he decided, oh, I'm just gonna start creating my own universe with, like, our own realm. Like, they never say anything. They never say universe. They see reality. So it's never confirmed that, like, he created a universe. I believe he would just create a planet, and he made his own race of people. And he wanted to make sure these people had no flaws and could suffer no problems. So what did he do? He made sure they could not feel any fear or any bad feelings. They can't get depressed or anything. He made sure everything that would be bad or anything, they would have determination like no other race. They would have everything they would ever need. Now, Davith, accidentally or maybe on purpose, we don't actually know, basically created the perfect people for Universal Conquerors, because they were so determined that they advanced in science and magic at a higher rate than anyone. And so they basically created the perfect Universal Dominators. And later on, Davith would lose his power and someone else would take it. And Davith got really pissed off that he lost his power. I'm not going to go into detail of why and everything. It's a whole ass 3-hour long video that someone else has already made and stuff. So you can, if you want to know more, look it up. And then Davith got pissed off. So he said, you know what? My people, you're going to take over, you're going to go to every single universe and conquer them. And so after a long time, they never specify how long, but probably over the course of billions of years, he's been I can't remember the actual name. God, why can't I not remember the name of, okay, like, Hell, in this case, which technically it's not Hell, they don't use Hell. It's not technically Hell. Anyways, Hell is basically just the universe, like the center of the multiverse in the Doom multiverse, and everything. So basically, Hell has been conquering universes after one and after, till, you know, Doom guy came in, started fucking them shit up and everything. So yeah, Doom's part of their own multiverse. I mean, fun fact: Doom is actually part of the same multiverse as Wolfenstein, Quake, Elder Scrolls, and Fallout, and maybe more in games. I just can't think of all of them off the top of the head, but those 4 ones that you all probably know of, you gotta at least heard of Fallout or Elder Scrolls, man, because if you don't know, god, like, what the fuck? But anyways, those 4 universes are definitely part of the same multiverse as Doom. You know, all those things are all part of the same world and everything. So, yeah. Now, Now let's get into the demons, and let's talk about how they are, even though they're technically not demons. That's just what the humans call them. It's a whole story. Let's get into them. So let's talk about a couple of the demons that we'll be talking about. So in the fodder category, we have most of the fodder enemies are, fodder. Haha, get it? Though they are still decently strong. The weakest ones are about, human level. Let's talk about like the imp. Like the imp right here that you're seeing on screen right now. As you see, he's probably maybe as strong as a gorilla. They are, strong, and they have fireballs made of argent. Now, argent is the hottest as they say in the lore, is hotter than anything in the universe. And every single demon's blood is made of argent. Now, that does not mean you can kill, a normal person can't kill them, but still, their blood is hotter than the sun. Which, realistically, like, how are they not burning up every planet they go on to? But, it doesn't matter. Art is basically just soul energy. It's magic and everything. But, yeah. So, basically, when an imp throws its fireball, it's throwing a fireball that's blazingly hotter than fire itself. So, And then there's the... So, let's talk about the Hell Knights. These guys are about super heavy level. They're super heavies. They're probably mid super heavies. I know what the words say. I changed my mind after a while, it's too late to change them anyways. So yeah, basically, these guys were so strong that a group of elite soldiers who are far in the future could not kill one of them. Or, like, a group of them. So, a group of elite soldiers with advanced tech could not kill one of them. So, basically, normal bullets, anything we have, like rockets and everything, aren't really going to do much against this demon right here. So, and we've seen him bust through stone walls as easy as pie, so, let's give him small building levels, just to say it, like a 5-story building, that guy could pick the fuck up, just, wow, that's crazy and insane, alright? So, then the next one we have is... Alright, let me just quickly pass through all the super heavies. Alright, the Barons of Hell, these giant red guys, pretty popular. Alright, these guys are kind of the basis for all super heavies. These guys are massively powerful, basically almost impossible to kill. They have fireballs, and they're just buff, beefy little guys who are... If they were in the real world, basically it would be almost impossible for us to kill them, actually. Like, you have to use like a nuke to kill them, kinda. They are ridiculously strong, probably skyscraper level, whatever. And then the next guys are the Doom Hunters. These guys are confirmed to be as strong as an entire tank division in one body. Do you know how incredible that is? And then let's talk about this guy real quick, the Marauder. These guys are physically strong and can move faster than fucking light. I'm serious. So, yeah. And that's just these guys. Then there's a lot more. And one more real quick. Then there's the Titans. Probably some of the strongest of the super heavies, maybe even considered low boss level. These guys are basically impossible to kill. Basically. You can temporarily knock them out, but they will always come back. The only way to permanently take them down is if you use a Crucible Blade. Or a blade of that enchanted kind of thing that's designed to put them down. But if that blade's ever removed, they will get back up no matter what. As always, they are basically impossible to kill. Not even Doom Guy has killed one. As far as I know. And these guys, just by these guys falling onto the ground, basically shake countries. They are country level, maybe even continent level. And all these guys I've talked about are not even boss level. They are just low tier, kind of. Let's talk about the strongest of the guys, the bosses. So, there's not a whole lot of bosses. Like, the bosses aren't like the other demons, aren't like a race, or like each boss is kind of just their own kind of character kind of thing. But each boss is able to wrestle around with the Doomslayer, which is impressive. None of them are as strong as the Doomslayer, except for a couple. most bosses can at least wrestle the Doomslayer and stuff. So like most bosses are at least like the low tier bosses are like planetary to large planetary. And then there's the top 3, which one of them's not even demon, so it's not going to be part of this invasion. So, but the other 2, like the Icon of Sin or the Planet Destroyer and everything, is basically this most powerful demons and is basically a universal level threat. All right, and he's not even the most powerful of the Titans. He's a Titan, and he's like second strongest Titan. Then there's Davith, the Dark Lord, who is the strongest of all of the demons. Nothing really compares to Davith, the Dark Lord. He is multiversal level threats, can just wipe out universes just with a thought, is massively powerful than anything. So yeah, that's all the demons. That's not all the demons. There's a lot of demons. All right, there's over 50 demons, and each of them have powerful magic and powerful science. They are busted and everything. So yeah, they're all just busted, and these are the most powerful versions of them and stuff. Because like classic Doom, the versions that we're using there are kind of weaker than the ones in Modern Doom, but still, we're using Modern Doom, so yeah. So, let's get into the universes, and you guys are going to be kind of confused about why I picked these. So, all of these universes that I picked, and all of them, I basically just put a bunch of names in a hat and just picked out whatever I got. Now, most of them I kind of picked at random, some of them I picked for theming, some might make sense and some, so... if you want more, like, there's obviously a ton of stories I wanted to do, like Hazbin Hotel. There's so many I wanted to do, but, I picked out 4 out of the hat. This is what's coming out of the hat, so I'm doing these. So let's start with what universe I think is going to do the worst. The worst. All right, let's start with that one. All right, so the first one is Demon Slayer, so I'm already pissing off at a couple people already. My sister's probably going to be mad at me already, but you know what? Who cares? All right. So why do I think Demon Slayer is doing the worst? Well, it's a couple of reasons. Now, in terms of the characters, they're all decently strong. They're all like at least wall level in strength to house level, and they're very fast and stuff. But the problem is, most the Hashiras are basically the strongest humans of this world, and there's only like 10. If I remember correctly, if I'm remembering this correctly, God, my sister would know this by like instantly, but still, like 10 Hashiras that are actually gonna help. All right, every other Demon Slayer is like maybe like peak human strength levels, but that's not gonna be too helpful. And let's also not forget that the demons are invading this world. They're just gonna kill all the normal humans. Like, look. None of the weapons that like normal people have at the time are really gonna do much. Like bullets, like all the guns in this time period aren't gonna help at all. Like not much. Like so, I'm using like the Demon Slayers like at the end of the newest season, like right before the guy just teleports them all to that place. Like I'm using them. The guns, like most of the people in this world are just gonna be kind of weak. Like, the Demon Slayers might survive longer, but everyone else is just dying fast. Because it's not the goal is they have to protect their planet as best as they can. And there's like 2 billion people on Earth at this point. 2 billion. Half of them are going to get corrupted. Or, or like a 1/4 of them is getting corrupted, and the other half is going to get slaughtered, all right? And the Hashiras, in terms of strength, aren't as strong as the demons. Now, speed-wise, they are able to... I think they are faster than the demon. Some of the lower tier demons, but the Hashiras are basically just heavy. Like, I can give them a category. They're just in the heavy class, which, is kind of helpful. But, like, one Hell Knight is... Like, one Hashira and one Hell Knight. We could use any Hashira, really. A Hell Knight's gonna do major damage. Maybe a Hashira could defeat a Hell Knight, but they're gonna either lose a limb or just get the hell beat out of them. Just beat the heck out of them. So, not doing the best. Anyways, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, look, and then what? And then now the thing is, let's be honest, all the Hashras are gonna get killed. Like, if they all work together, they might even take down a Baron of Hell, but it's not gonna be easy. Oh god, they're just they're doomed. Get it? But what about the demons of Demon Slayer? Would they team up with the demons of Hell, of Doom? No. The demons of Doom don't really care if you're a demon or not. They just care about their rule. They are conquerors for them. They don't care if you're a demon. And to them, and remember, the demons of Doom don't really see themselves, they're not technically demons. They're just corrupted. Most of the demons aren't even originate from Hell. They're just universes that got conquered billions of years ago, and now they are they are corrupted into monsters that you see today. So, a lot of them don't even care about them being demons. The demons would probably just kill the demons of Demon Slayer. They don't care. Heck, they might even just corrupt them anyways. Because the corruption is gonna just corrupt all the demons of Demon Slayer pretty easily, like almost instantaneously. Let's say even if the demons don't corrupt them, even if Hell doesn't just corrupt them instantly, none of the demons are gonna really survive against, the demons of Doom. Sure, in terms of physicals, they can hold their end, kinda, but what are they gonna do? The demons of Doom could just kill them, and you might say, "Oh no, you can't kill them all unless you cut them by their head with the blade, or sunlight." That doesn't really matter if there's nothing of them to regenerate. Sure, the demons would just blast through them and they'll regrow, but then the demons will be like, "Oh shit, they're not gonna do it. So why don't we just hold them down until sunlight, or just throw them into a pit of lava or something?" They have multiple ways. Sure, the demons would be like, "Oh wow, you're not coming. Oh wow, these guys are harder to kill than we thought. More fun to them." The demons of Doom are warriors. They love battle, kind of thing. So they would just enjoy tearing them apart limb from limb. And then there's Muzan. You might say, what about Muzan? Would he work with the demons of Doom? No. And the demons of Doom don't really care about him being like a king of demons. They're just gonna... Muzan is super heavy in terms of strength, which, is strong for his universe, but to them, the super heavies and fodder and everyone else are weak compared to the bosses. One boss, or even the high tier super heavies could deal with Muzan. And then there's the Marauders, who no one in Demon Slayer is comparable to the speed of a Marauder, who are faster than light. So yeah, look, if you ask me how long would Demon Slayer survive, it would last at least a day, maybe 2 days at best, but it's not lasting any longer. Look, I like Demon Slayer, it's a good show and everything, but it's not. Doom is just on a different level. So let's use the next universe I think would survive. So let's talk about Halo. How well would I think Halo would do? I think they would do way better than Demon Slayer, but also wouldn't survive, I don't think. So let's talk about this. Now, which time period of Halo I'm going to be using, because there are multiple time periods, and let's just start. I'm going to talk about all of them, but let's just talk about the weakest one at this point, which is currently in the timeline. The timeline takes place in 2560. In that current timeline, I would believe that they would do pretty well. Way better than Demon Slayer. Now, the thing is, I think Demon Slayer has stronger characters, but Halo has major advantages against them. Halo has way more advanced tech, and so that already helps them a ton, Now the average footman is actually going to do more damage. And another thing is, Halo is not just one planet that they're defending. It's the whole galaxy, basically. So, the whole galaxy is them to defend and fight for. So, now, granted, this is in the currently in the timeline, the galaxy's kind of a mess. Multiple civil wars and wars are going on, and the galaxy's kind of in ruins. But still, population-wise, there's 300 billion alive people, and that's not just but that's including that number is including like humans and other species. So there's a ton left. Now 1/4 of that is definitely going to get corrupted, but even then, the corruption, it's corrupting like at least 1/4 of them. But there's still a ton of enemy people who could fight, soldiers and everything. So that would help. Now, how long would I think they survive? They would survive decently long, I would think. Like Master Chief and all the other heroes and guys who could really fight are definitely gonna help a ton. But eventually, I do think they would fall. They cannot defend this whole galaxy forever. Like, first of all, since the galaxy is such a mess, it would take them a long time to even try to fight back against the Doom Demons. Maybe at first it'll be like when a demon arrives on a planet, they're just the soldiers, whoever's running the planet is just gonna attack. But eventually it would take them time before they actually start working together and trying to fight back. Now, how well would they fight back? They would fight back pretty well. Most of the characters aren't really gonna do too much damage. But like they still have impressive feats, like say some of most of the ship, a lot of the mid to top tier ships can like wipe out planet surfaces, which would help. But with the Demons of Doom is you gotta understand this: if once the demons enter your universe, they can go wherever the hell they want in your universe. So basically, as long as there's portal, they can just as long as there's one portal, they could just open up a new one and then destroy whatever. They have free range of the entire universe. So, that's already quite dangerous enough. So, Halo would do way better than Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer would last 2 days before all life is killed. Halo would last about a month. Now, let's talk about the other timelines of Halo, like the other times. Let's go back 10 years to the Human Covenant War. Now, during this time period, the galaxy was much more united. As in, there was just two sides that were really fighting each other. The humans and literally almost every other species. Now, it does seem kind of broken, but still, the humans were fighting basically just everything and all, yeah. So, in this time period, I think they would survive longer. Just because, they can unite faster. The Covenant's going to see that, oh god, these creatures are doing damage. We should all unite and just forget the humans and everything. And everyone would unite, I would think, to just try their best to destroy their demons. Now, they would do better, but I don't think they would succeed. They would last longer. It was just way harder to kill the demons. The demons are just really hard to kill. And then another thing about the demons is I keep forgetting this. I always forget about this. The demons are kind of impossible to kill. What do I mean by that? I mean, you kill a demon, their soul will just go back to hell, and they will regrow a new body. It will take time, but eventually they will just come back. So, unless you have some kind of soul-sucking technology or way to permanently erase their soul, they will always come back. So, that's the problem. And Halo has really nothing like that. Nothing. So they can kill as many demons as they want. Master Chief to just kill anything, they would come back eventually. So, Doom is winning this. Now, with the Human Covenant War time period, they're lasting a bit longer. I would say they would last maybe 3 more weeks. They can last maybe 2 months. Let's say they last 2 months. Which, kind of sucks, Just 2 months, they survived that war. That's the problem with the Doom Demons. Now, there is one more time period I would like to talk about. And that would be the prehistoric period. Where basically, before a giant kind of galactic-wide reset of all species, there were just really advanced species. Like the humans of this time period were so advanced that they were almost gods by actual Halo definition. Then there was the Forerunners, and then there was the Endless. This time period's kind of in mystery, because we don't know a whole lot about it. We just know of one major war, we know about some of the people and characters of this time, and we know a bit about it and stuff. So let's just set when the Doom guys are invading at the end of this war. So At this point, like the humans, there's gonna be like three main factions within this galaxy that would actually like start fighting, and that would be humans, Forerunner, and the Endless. Though to what extent of so with the Endless in this time period, we don't know exactly how powerful they were. We knew they were highly advanced, but how much of the weaponry and anything is kind of unknown. But they were still impressive. Like every soldier around this time period of like humans and Forerunners were basically pretty powerful. Just the average soldier had access to high-tech weaponry, and they all had suits of armor that increased their strength. So they never specify how powerful they are. But if you ask me, at least the average soldier would probably all be around at least a Spartan level of strength, which is like impressive because there's not just one Spartan. It's not like just one guy. It's now like imagine having billions of Spartans. That would be crazy. So, and then that's just like the average soldier, which there's obviously like highly advanced soldiers on both sides and everything. So yeah, these guys this time period would do way better and everything. Though at this time, the humans and Forerunner are in a war, and the Endless are, I don't know, fucking around. I don't know what the hell that the Endless are doing at this point. So yeah, but so if the demons invaded, it would take some time for the Forerunners and humans to unite against them, but eventually they would. And well, how well would they do? They would do pretty well. I think they would do way better than the Covenant or any other Halo time period. I would think they would. With their so advanced tech and everything, they would do well. They would not survive. They would eventually fall. It would take out, if you ask me, they would last about a year. About a year of hard war and everything. But then that's just the thing. The galaxy in this time period was not just one galaxy. There was things outside of the galaxy that would come to invade. That's right. I'm talking about the Flood. Finally, I'm talking about the Flood. Some of you guys, I bet you some of you guys are like, why he's not talking about the Flood? Well, here they are, and I'm using the most powerful versions of the Flood, so how well would the Flood do? The thing with the Flood is, they are both a corruption mind, body, and soul kind of thing. Kind of similar to what the demons are, but just not on the same extent. Like, if you ask me, the Flood will fall to the demons as well. But the Flood are pretty powerful, basically kind of being gods, like literally in canon, they're kind of just the corpses of gods that have risen again and mutated to basically conquer the entire universe. But anyways, so yeah, I would believe that the Flood would come in after a year fighting, and they would do decently well, but they would eventually fall. Maybe just another year or two and anything. So yeah, about 2 years at best for the Halo universe, or if there's even more outside of the galaxy, because most of the 99% of the stories take place within the Milky Way. So there may be some things out there, but they never really specify. So who knows? Anyways, so yeah, let's go on to the next franchise, which is, God, that Halo part took way longer than I thought it was. Which makes sense because Halo has a ton of lore. Anyways, the next couple universes are going to be pretty short, alright? So let's talk about Steven Universe. Now, the thing with Steven Universe is, they are kind of going to be kind of same with Halo. The thing is, they have less people, I would think. It's just the humans and the crystal, the gems, which there's probably a lot of gems, but I don't know how many actually. There might be 100 billion gems, let's say, than 8 million. There's a lot of gems, but there's not, a whole lot of people, so that will help diminish them. But you see, with the gems is they are pretty strong. I would say at least the weaker of the gems are about the same level as like a Spartan, all right? But that's just the weaker versions. Then there's Garnet and a lot of the characters who are pretty powerful. Never specify how powerful, but they're busting mountains and stuff. So, and like Lapis Lazuli was able to lift the entire ocean kind of thing. So that was impressive. So, they're doing, everyone, and then everyone's going to do well. But the top tier is like Steven, who, when at most powerful, was kind of messing around with the cluster. And so that's, in the cluster is like a giant weapon that can like destroy a planet kind of thing. Like it inserts itself into the planet's asshole, then it just bursts out, basically. But so Steven was kind of able to wrestle with it. So when he transformed, so Steven Universe is at least small planetary, maybe planetary. If you want to be, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say he's planetary. All right, he's planetary. All right, that would help with the demons, but eventually they would fall. Sure, like Steven will be able to handle most of the smaller ones, but he's not gonna handle the bosses. Or he's as strong as like the weakest of the bosses, all right? So, and Steven's most powerful. So, look, Steven Universe, the universe of Steven Universe, get it? Is gonna do well, but not too well. I think they're gonna do the exact same as like Halo. They're gonna last about a month, just because of the large area and the large population, they're gonna fall as well. So let's go on to the final universe of this video, and that is on to our final universe. And how well would the Spawn universe do? I mean, okay, they'll do fine. I think they would last pretty long, I would think, because it's like, aliens. There's some aliens and stuff, but, the thing is, some people think that Spawn is a universal threat. He's not. I mean, he was at one point, but that was because he fused with the mother of the universe, who was like the mother of God and, Satan in that universe. So, like he was only universal at one point, but normally he is not universal. He's barely even, he might be even close to planetary kind of thing. So, at best, like normally he's like close to planetary. So, there's the whole weakness factor. And that's just Spawn, and a lot of the characters in the Spawn universe aren't as strong as Spawn. Only like a couple. There's like 5 dudes, maybe more, who like are planetary at best. All right, so that's not gonna help. So, but still, Spawn and everyone else would have a hard time with the demons. But sepsis, like the universe has to be fully conquered. Spawn could resist it bits. Like, let's talk about the corruption here. The corruption is definitely corrupting a lot of people, all right? Literally everyone in hell who's already in hell, in Spawn's hell, would probably be corrupted instantly and everything, and then heaven would go in there, and this would be a whole bloodbath, and they would last longer than I think Halo and Steven Universe. And if Spawn was like fused with the Mother Universe thing, then he could survive pretty long. But once Davith and the really high tiers come in, they're not making it. Like, they'll last pretty long. Let's say they last maybe a year, all right? They're doing pretty well. I mean, mostly it's going to be Spawn and the high tiers who are going to last the longest. Everyone else is probably going to die within a month, or then Spawn is just going to be Spawn and like Redeemer and some other guys who are just going to be waiting there, fighting, and then eventually they will be taken over, all right? So, yeah. So who wins this video? The Doom universe is winning this. It's just the sheer number of demons just by themselves. Even if the demons didn't like come back to life, there are literally trillions of demons who are all very strong and would be considerably, like the heavies are would be considered strong in like most of these guys' universes, like just the heavy tier. And then there's the super heavies and the bosses, and it just goes on and on and on. Doom is winning this video. Now, there are other franchises I want to cover, and there's so many things I want to do with Doom kind of thing, with the new Doom game coming out soon. And there's other ideas, like what if hell invaded other universes, or what if Doom guy woke up in other universes' hell? Like what if he woke up in Spawn's or anyone else's or anything? So, if you have ideas, leave them down in the comment section below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.